If you are looking up Higgsfield reviews, you are probably asking two things. Is it actually worth the money? And is it safe enough to use for real work? So I spent time looking at what Higgsfield actually offers, where it performs well, and where the problems start to show. And the short version is this. Higgsfield is powerful, but it is also crowded, inconsistent, and harder to trust than many people would like. That is why so many users end up looking for alternatives. At a glance, Higgsfield tries to do everything. It pulls together image generation, video generation, character tools, ad workflows, lip sync, storyboard-style features, and a long list of wrapper tools around third-party models. On paper, that sounds impressive. And to be fair, some of it is impressive. If all you care about is having a huge pile of models and options in one place, Higgsfield absolutely looks strong. That is the good news. The bad news is that more is not always better. Because the deeper you go, the more the experience starts to feel overloaded. There are too many layers, too many wrapper tools, too many places to do similar things, and too much friction between what looks useful and what actually works well. That is the core problem. Higgsfield often feels like a platform with a lot of power, but not enough clarity. Some tools are genuinely useful. Others feel half-baked, redundant, slow, or more expensive than they should be. And once you move beyond the flashy demos, that starts to matter a lot. On the image side, Higgsfield's biggest strength is variety. It gives you access to major models and a lot of creative options. For raw quality and quantity, that is hard to ignore. But usability is more mixed. Some tools work well, some take too long, and some only become useful after you work around the platform instead of with it. That is not ideal. The same pattern shows up on the video side. Higgsfield clearly wants to be a serious AI video platform. But the UI can feel crowded. The amount of presets and nested options can become overwhelming. And not every exclusive feature justifies the extra complexity. So the platform is capable, yes, but it is also noisy. And if you are trying to move fast, noise becomes a real cost. That is where FreePic starts to look much stronger. Because FreePic takes a different approach. Instead of feeling like a pile of disconnected experiments, FreePic feels much more like a creative suite. You still get access to multiple AI video models, you can still generate from text and images, you can still compare outputs. But the overall experience is cleaner, more connected, and much easier to build around. That matters more than people think. Because in real production, the bottleneck is rarely just model quality. It is workflow, it is speed, it is clarity. It is how fast you can move from prompt to asset to final content without drowning in unnecessary steps. And that is exactly where FreePic has the edge. It gives you multiple video models in one place, plus the wider creative environment around them. That feels more usable for real projects. Now let's talk about one of the biggest review questions. Is Higgsfield safe to use? The honest answer is, it depends on what you are doing. If you are working with confidential client materials or anything under NDA, Higgsfield's own terms are much less comforting. Its published terms put real limits on confidentiality expectations, include automatic renewals, and describe broad handling of uploaded content. That does not mean every user will have a problem, but it does mean you should not treat it like a confidential production environment by default. By contrast, FreePic states that inputs and outputs are private by default and not used to train or fine-tune models. That is a much cleaner story for professional use. Now, does this mean Higgsfield is bad? No, it means Higgsfield is powerful but messy. It is attractive if you want lots of options and do not mind experimenting inside a crowded platform. But if you want a more practical, more coherent, and more production-friendly setup, FreePic makes more sense as the stronger all-around choice. So if I had to sum up Higgsfield in one line, high potential, high complexity, mixed trust profile. And for FreePic, less chaos, better workflow, more usable for real-world production. So if you came here searching for Higgsfield reviews, that is the answer. Higgsfield is not useless, but for a lot of creators, FreePic is the smarter place to build.